So what? Okay, so let me tell you why this is necessary. First off, I'm a delight to listen to. You can't tell me that is not true. But on a much more serious note, I feel like sometimes I have thoughts that could be helpful to other people. Most of the things I share here is not just predominantly about trading or forex, okay? Most of the things I share here are things that you could apply in other areas of your life. Secondly, I tend to help people answer certain questions, and that's because I do have a background in sociology and psychology. So yeah, I'm able to connect or have like a much more deeper understanding of human behavior. Thirdly, I am someone who is deeply aware. Okay, I'm deeply aware of self. I'm deeply aware of my being. I'm deeply aware. I like to connect to myself. I like to dwell in isolation so that I get a better understanding of myself, of my feelings, of my behaviors, of my habits. And having had some sort of mastery over that, I feel like I could help people who are still trying to navigate that chart. So this is not necessarily a channel where I want to talk about your strategies. Every now and then I could share things that I know that are helpful, and every now and then I could share more information that has to do with like technicals that a lot of people ask me, especially on Telegram. But that's not exactly why we are here. I'm here to talk about other aspects of your trading that may be getting in the way, okay? And some of the things I have discovered from my own introspection as a person, and how sometimes you may just have the same issues or have the same circumstances, and it may help you feel better or feel validated to know that you are not the only person who has had those experiences or be in those certain situations. So this is just a channel where I want to talk about other things that ties into the results you're going to get from trading, but you're not necessarily paying attention, because most times when you pay for courses, the mentor or the forex person who is teaching you would only tell you they will spend 2 weeks teaching you higher high and higher low, and left and right, and candlesticks and other blocks and fair value gap and all of that. And then on the last day, they'll just use 10 minutes to tell you, oh, fear, oh, greed, oh, da da da. But human emotions are so complex, right? Like, it's so complex. We have specific disciplines, fields. People go to school for years to study it, but we don't take it seriously. We don't prioritize it. We spend so much time dealing on technical analysis and thinking of lines to draw and what strategy to come up with. But that's not really where the issue is, because think about it, the market is always going to be doing one of two things at every point in time. It's either selling or buying, right? And then, in between, you say, okay, it's ranging. But even in a ranging market, if you go to a lower time frame, it's either selling or buying. So even if you get someone who is not very advanced in technical analysis and sit them down and say, okay, just look at this chart and guess what candle do you think is going to form next, they should be able to, have like a fair result. Even if they are not going to get 10 over 10, they should be able to get 4 over 10, right? And trust me, 4 over 10 with 1 to 3 risk to reward, you're profitable. If you can consistently generate that result, you're profitable. It sounds so crazy, but go try it. You're going to be a profitable person at the end of the day. But that is not the issue. You learn strategies to guide your entry and exit. Literally, that's all. It's not really the meat of everything that this entails. Your emotions, all these other aspects of yourself that you keep repressing. I feel like forex is the biggest mirror, or trading generally is the biggest mirror. It puts up in you all that you are, and it's such a crazy zone to thread on, because every single mistake you make, you pay with money. There is no, when you go late to school and then your favorite teacher is at the gate, you can always say, oh, please, sorry, sir, blah. They'll allow you go, right? Or if it's your friends and you're a prefect, they'll allow you go. But every single miscalculation you make, you're paying with money. There is nobody to plead with, there's nobody to beg, there's nobody to explain that, oh, I made a mistake and that's why it happened. Nobody. Whether you're consciously making those decisions or not, you're paying with your money. And it makes it very difficult because we as humans, we are creatures of habits, and you're trying to juggle all this aspect of yourself that is overwhelming for you just by itself, and then you're trying to juggle trading on its own. So I just wanted to share other like insight, things that would help you navigate, like mentally and psychologically and emotionally, more importantly. Okay, and all these other aspects of yourself that would help you get a little bit much more closer to where you want to be. Even if you're still trying to figure out your technical analysis, it's also important that you have all these other aspects locked down. It's become so much easier, so much easier. The confidence you're lacking, all of those things you're lacking, it becomes so easy for you to get to that desired state if you have all these minor things in quotes figured out. So stay tuned. And also, I would not have like a formal introduction to like each of my podcasts, because the truth is I talk the way I think. Thoughts randomly rush into my brain. Like I may be talking about something else and then something else will just randomly pop into my head. And I also dread those YouTube videos where the person says, oh, hi guys, welcome to my channel, and then they spend like 15 minutes talking about random things that has nothing to do with the video. I like to go straight to the point because that's how my thoughts comes. They come like cut through. My thoughts just pop into my head and I just want to drop it as a thought, and I have like random epiphanies. So most times, I say things even though they are very meaningful, it was not like a properly planned out thought, right? It's not that it's coming from a shallow place, but there was no systematic procedure like planning, okay, this is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that. I just say things the way they come to me. So I would not be doing a lot of ceremonies, the whole ceremonial presentation. I would just say things the way they come to me and how they make sense to me in the moment. And like I said, I'm hoping we have a baptism of the mind, and bye.